Mutants! You got Johnny Brento here on a Monday morning with the Brento vlog for the youtube.com/Mutantville Players channel. I think it's safe to say that our experiment of having a vlog post every day has kind of failed. And, in the context of thinking about the kind of content to provide, what's best to spend my time on as far as Mutantville channel content. Sorry. I do a little research by looking at the stats, what gets views and what doesn't get views on the YouTube channel. And I have to say that I'm going to give a little rant now. And this rant is about haterism, and just I'm ranting on rants, if you will, and why rants attract more attention than positive news of projects or whatever. So a quick review of the Mutantville channel stats. Clearly, the things with the bigger celebrities involved obviously always draw more hits. So the top stats are going to be our interviews with folks in recent horror films, or bigger stars like Bruce Campbell, or not an interview in his case, it was just like a panel that we covered. So that typically gets the biggest hits, followed by Strebo's reviews, followed by my in-depth reviews, followed by Strebo's vlogs, followed by my vlogs, and then there's the exceptional items, like when we released Responder, that got decent hits, and that sort of content. When we release a DVD, or it's a ghost release or whatever, those tend to do good. But then just looking at some of the general vlogs where I just do what I'm doing right now, and I spit out a quick vlog for the channel, some of those don't get hardly any hits at all. And you're just like, oh, okay, maybe that's too much. Because obviously when you're subscribed to the channel and we send out just a quick vlog like this, you're going to get an update, whether it's a significant update or just us chatting kind of an update. So things to think about, and I think maybe a video a day is too much. Too much for a couple different reasons. It's hard for both of us to do it with our regular jobs, because we have to take that time and away from other work for Mutantville and whatnot. And then there's just times when you just like last Wednesday, my article, I just didn't feel like writing it at all. And so I put one of those weeks on Johnny Brento's Juju, because right now I'm running on, like, I don't know, probably 6 months without missing a Johnny Brento's Juju on Wednesdays, and I wanted to keep that alive, but I definitely had no news, wasn't feeling particularly inspired, was kind of just bummed, frankly, about trying to get the C for Chaos work going, and there have been scheduling conflicts and things that have kept that from happening, and then on top of that, I just kind of slightly injured myself with my CrossFit training, and that went really poorly last week. So I just, like every other human being, there's days the chemicals in your brain don't align the right way for you to feel creative and want to do something, as proactive as a vlog about what's going on, in your little world of creativity, Mutantville.com, Mutantville Mothership. So, there's going to be weeks like that, and I hate to put anything forward that reflects Strebo or myself as anything other than guys that are just 100% always on. But the reality is reality. If you're getting a vlog a day or a vlog every couple of days, you're bound to see some of that. So that's just the way it is. That's my take on it. But in any case, here's my update for what's been going on with me. So the past week, recorded the first ever joint podcast with Jaybird, aka Jason Wheatley from Ghost and other MVP projects. It went pretty good. There were some slight technical issues with the way I recorded it, but not enough to destroy the show. So I'm combining that with my interview of Dan Kinham for Adjust Your Tracking. That's going to be the first episode of the VHS Graveyard, which is a review show, review and conversation about movies ranging from the 70s, that came out from the 70s to the 90s for the most part. And though we do mention things we're looking forward to in the way of current movies, that's not our focus. So I'm trying to do more of a format like MVP Mutant Radio, frankly, but geared toward VHS collecting and older movies that are kind of gems that you might or might not have seen, and sort of bringing to your attention things that we thought was worth to mention. Now, the first film we covered was Deadly Friend, and it's interesting because we were going to go two different ways. I was going to say, Deadly Friend is an interesting film if you're really into Wes Craven and horror films in the 80s, but as far as being a good film, it's not, and I was going to give it so basically our standard for VHS Graveyard is either to resurrect the film or to reinter the film, and I was going to reinter that film, but Jaybird completely talked me out of it, and so we ended up giving it the recommendation. But you'll have to listen to that episode, which of course is not ready right now because I'm trying to go through and get all my little music bits and segment bumpers created, and so that first one's going to take longer, but then after that we'll be able to spin them off, and that'll be a regular feature in lieu of the Johnny Brento's Budget Filmmaking podcast, if you will, because I really only have material for that when I'm actually making a film, and right now I'm sort of between filming projects. So whenever I have a chance, I will revive that one as well. I'd like to take that one to 50, but who knows. So yeah, back to my rant on Rants. So yeah, as far as content that generally like a vlog that would not get great amounts of hits, anything that has, I just noticed this because Strebo had 2 in a row that had the word rant in the title. Anything that had rants in the title, it's an instant 20 viewer bump, pretty much. If you look at the standard of every other vlog he's releasing, there's a 20 person bump on downloads of that episode if the word rant is in the title. And this is because people love a train wreck. They love to hear people bitch, unfortunately. And it seems like content where we're complaining, it tends to get more hits. And I almost thought about trying to manipulate this by putting Strebo has died or somebody's dead or rant, horrible news, rant, and maybe I'll get more hits that way. Who do you know? Who knows? Anyway, those are my thoughts this Monday. Now, this is an interesting week for me because Speed Street's coming up in Charlotte. Thank God they're going to let me avoid most of that, so I'll do my time in the office in Charlotte today a little bit and maybe tomorrow, and then hopefully I'll have some time for further updates this week. I did just get my first update to the GoPro software, which I'm filming this with the GoPro right now, why you can see so much around me, and that's actually on narrow view, believe it or not. So I'm interested to play with that a little bit more and see what how that's gonna improve. There are definitely some improvements that can be made with that software. Having some green tea here. Here's to you. Didn't think I was gonna go out and see Star Trek 2 this weekend, but I did, and without going into any kind of review, I'll just say that I really liked it. And maybe later in the week I'll be able to do a spoiler review and include that with the MVP Fridays, because that was my recommendation for you guys this week, to go out, check out the new J.J. Abrams Star Trek. I thought it was excellent. So I actually think I might have preferred it to the first J.J. Abrams Star Trek. So if you're into sci-fi, you might want to catch that while it's still in the theater, because I thought it was really excellent. There seems to be like a derision between Star Wars fans and sci-fi fans in general, between Star Wars and Star Trek. I have always favored Star Wars, frankly, but I've always liked Star Trek as well. So good deal if you're into sci-fi. Definitely worth checking out. What else? I guess that's about it for this rant on Rants. Hating on haters. Wish folks were a little more positive like me, but I seem to have been blessed with a sunny disposition. Most people seem to like it. That's actually from Tremors, if you don't know, my favorite film ever. But also got back together with the band for the first time since our performance at Smith Splash this weekend, and putting together some awesome music that we've never performed. I think now our focus is at Absolute Zero is really like getting out there and making sure that every good song we've ever written and put together as a band, we have this version of the band able to play it and perform it, and we put it in front of an audience here in the new century. But that went pretty well, and so I'm pretty excited about that, as always. And yeah, just marching on to the beat of my own drum, my friends. Hope you guys have a great week, and we'll check you out next time. I'm sure Strebo will have a vlog coming along any day now. I do know he's back working nights at the moment, so maybe that's the accounts for the lull in the channel's activity from last week. But at least a couple of videos a week, whether it's one every day, every other day. That's a lot, and I know some of you guys don't enjoy getting that constant, noticed that are subscribed, so we don't want to annoy anyone with too many. But there you go. I'll see you guys later.